What's up, Pokey Sluts? My name is Another Soviet, and I got another battle for you in the RU ladder, so please leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy this battle. And today I'm going to be using the same Trick Room team that I used in my last RU video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Anyways, I think my Tutankhamun is going to be a pretty good lead here. And I'm going to try and get a Trick Room off. My Abomasnow is going to end up... my Abomasnow should end up being my go-to here. He's going to... yeah, I think he's going to end up sweeping this team. But, like I said, we're going to lead off with the Cofagrigus. Try to set up a Trick Room. And very nicely, he ends up leading off with his Claydol. I did predict the Slowking or the Claydol lead. Possibly the Explode, which all I would be fine with. Drapion was also a possibility, but with my team, I definitely wasn't expecting him to lead with that. So, I'm guessing he's definitely going to switch out here, so I'm just going to Trick Room. He could try and set up rocks, but I doubt he's going to want to do that. But actually, he actually ends up doing just that. But now I have a Trick Room up, so that's very essential for my team. I have no speed investment whatsoever. I'm going to end up... what do I want to do? I can Shadow Ball. Yeah, let's Shadow Ball. I think that's a good play. I could try and Will-O-Wisp on whatever he wants to bring out. But I don't know that that's the right play. Plus, I'm not confident in my Will-O-Wisp hitting because hacks hate me, as you guys know. So, I'm definitely not going to trust that. And yeah, he ends up bringing out Explode, so I really should have gone for it. So I'm just going to bring out my... actually, I could try and defog. But I think my Bronzong is a better bet. So I'm going to go into my Bronzong. I'm not sure what he's going to want to try and do. He ends up going for a Boom Burst, so he did predict the switch there. I'm going to resist this pretty nicely. So I'm just going to try and set up rocks. He does have Claydol, so I may not want to do that just yet. Actually, yeah, since he does have Claydol, I'm just going to go for a Psyshock because, yeah, that should hurt his team more than a Gyro Ball will, I think. So we're just going to go for a Psyshock. And we do resist this thing quite nicely. He's probably going to bring out his Claydol. And yeah, he does. He resists that pretty well. That's okay. I doubt he has Earth Power. I'm guessing he has EQ over Earth Power. I doubt he's going to have Earth Power, so I'm just going to try and set up rocks. And I think I should be pretty safe here, but we'll see. And if we set up rocks and he rapid spins them away, that's fine. I'm probably just... yeah, he does rapid spin. Nice play. That was a nice play, I'll give him that. I'm just going to bring out my Alamomola now. I think I could try and go into Tyrantrum, but I want to get rid of rocks before I do that, I think. Not that they do much to him, but yeah, I just want to keep him in the back because he does a pretty good number on this team as well. So I'm just going to bring out my Alamomola, try and scare him out, and he's probably going to end up going into his Rotom, which I'm fine with. I'm just going to go for a Scald anyway. He ends up Rapid Spinning again. Not quite sure why. I could go for a Toxic, but I don't really need a Toxic on the Rotom. Too bad, so I'm just going to go for damage here. I think that's a better play. Because this thing isn't going to do anything to my Alamomola anyway. And he actually ends up bringing out Drapion. So that makes me question what he is going to have. I definitely want to get a Toxic off on this thing, but what do I want to do? I am just gonna, I'm just gonna try and Toxic. I'll see what this thing has. Alamomola is bulky as hell, so if that's a bad play, then it should be fine, but he ends up taunting, which is very shitty. I'm just gonna bring out my Golbat, I think, and try to defog. Yeah, I think that's a good play. I'm just gonna defog and bring out my Golbat, my physically defensive Golbat, that is. Looks like we have a pretty interesting match going on here. And he ends up setting up T-Spikes. So the defog is definitely going to be useful here. So that's going to be a bit of an annoyance. The hazards aren't a huge deal. I do have 3 levitators, I believe. And he ends up going for T-Spikes. So I'm just going to taunt him in case he wants to try and stay in. He's actually going to be faster, I believe. Yeah, he is faster. And he knocks off my Eviolite, which sucks. But I'm just going to Roost now. And he's probably just going to end up switching out. Looks like this is the utility Drapion, which is going to end up being pretty annoying. But I get a nice Roost off, which is fine with me. I'm not sure if he's going to be the special wall, but it looks like he has investment in speed, so he may just be full utility, like full speed and full attack, but it actually looks like it's probably HP and speed. And yeah, Brave Bird doesn't do a whole lot. A knockoff on this thing would definitely be nice. Definitely. But how much did Brave Bird? Brave Bird does 31. So I can definitely play around with this thing for a little bit. With Brave Birds, I have Roost. I'm not too worried. I just really don't want to be poisoned. But the taunt ends this turn, so I'm gonna probably roost up, and it should be pretty safe. Yeah, I'm gonna roost up in case he does decide to go for another poison jab. It only does 12 to 18. I'm not sure why it did 12 the first time and then 18. That seems like a huge variation of rolls. But he ends up taunting me, which sucks, because he ends up being faster. So I don't want to go into my Tutankhamun or my Liberty Bell, because he does have the knockoff. But I do need the Trick Room. I am just gonna stay in, I guess. I don't need this thing a whole lot anyway. And I definitely need to get rid of this thing. It actually ends up doing 28 that time. Let's see. I'm gonna need this to, I guess it's not a huge, the hazards aren't a huge deal, I guess. So I guess I can lose this thing. I do have the wish on Almamola, so I can kind of recover that, but I don't have any aromatherapy, so the T-spikes are gonna be a bit of an annoyance. But I'm gonna try and roost here, but I fear if I do, I fear he's just gonna end up taunting anyway. So it's not even gonna be worth it. I'm just gonna kill this thing, because this thing is really annoying. I mean, these two guys deal with it, but I'm just sick of this thing already. I mean, he's taking up so much time. We do have 216 speed, so Exploud is definitely like his only bet for taking this thing out. Maybe is Rotom. I'm not sure if Rotom Mo is faster, but I think it is. So he actually is probably going to bring out Rotom. And I'm probably just going to have to try and switch out, which I can switch out on this thing for sure. I definitely want to go and bring out my Bronzong, because I'm sure he's just going to try and go for a Volt Switch. I'm tempted to see if I'm faster, but if I see if I'm faster, I'm going to be flirting with disaster, so I'm going to try and bring in my Bronzong, I guess, because the defog is definitely going to be useful later. And I know that the Volt Switch from this thing isn't going to do very much at all. And I'm sure he's going to end up bringing in Claydol now. Possibly Aromatisse, I don't know. But I'm not very scared of the Aromatisse. But wait, why did I say Aromatisse? He's not going to bring in Aromatisse. That's dumb. He's definitely going to, yeah, he's definitely going to bring in the Claydol now. So I'm going to take this opportunity to set up a Trick Room, because I know he's going to try and Rapid Spin, predicting me to try and set up spikes. But no, I am not going to. It is no good. Actually, he goes for Stealth Rocks of his own. So it's gonna be annoying. I do have all these hazards, but I do have the Golbat, which should be it'll be able to outspeed Aromatisse in Slowking, I'm sure. But these guys, I gotta get them out of the way before I can even do that. So let's work on that. Let's definitely try and work on that. I'm gonna go for a Gyro Ball, try and get some damage off on this. And he's gonna Rapid Spin again, expecting me to try and set up hazards. But I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna play that game, buddy. I'm just gonna keep Gyro Balling you, cause you can't do jack shit to me. I'm Bronzong and I got Levitate. You can't do jack shit. And luckily the Drapion is out of the way, so he's gonna have a tough time dealing with this Bronzong too. For sure. And the Trick Room, I like this team quite a bit. It's pretty bulky. And the Mega Abomasnow and Tyrantrum are two huge threats. My Abomasnow is a mixed attacker. I believe they're both actually mixed attackers because my Tyrantrum has Stone Edge and Earthquake. But yeah, my Abomasnow is also a mixed attacker, so it's pretty nice. But I do have full investment in HP and attack with my Tyrantrum. No investment in speed on any of them whatsoever. I'm not sure as to what the natures are of all of them. But yeah, this is turning out to be, looks like it's going to be a pretty good match for me. And I'm not sure what he's contemplating right now. I know he doesn't have anything for this, so I guess he's just trying to contemplate what to do. And he doesn't really have a lot of options. I'm going to start the timer on him because I'm not going to wait all day for him to make a decision. That's probably pretty douchey because I complain about the timer all the time. But I never take this long to make a decision in the middle of a battle. If anything, the timer gets started on me from the beginning for no reason whatsoever. Everyone takes a while to decide what they're going to do. Decide what they're going to have for a lead. So, if you start the timer on me from the start, then basically fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the thing that gets me is why the timer just isn't consistent or an actual timer at all, and you can't stop it by pressing stop timer over here. You press stop timer and see, now it works. Of course, now it works that I'm saying that it's not gonna work. I hate you, Smogon. Or I hate you, Showdown, rather. I love you, Smogon, but Showdown, you're annoying. Not as annoying as this guy, though. I don't know what he's doing, but taking forever is definitely that. I don't know what he could be calcing or what. I'm just gonna say, what the fuck are you doing? You're wasting time. There's only a couple options. I mean, really, he doesn't have much options. I don't know why he feels the need to run the timer down. Maybe he thinks he's gonna get a victory, and I'm gonna end up leaving, but I'm not. So yeah, there's a lot of toxicity in the Pokemon community like that, and it just makes it really annoying. Um, Especially on the days where hacks just consistently are never on your side. People are consistently getting burns and never missing moves that are 85, 80, 70% accurate, and I miss a move that's 90% accurate when I fucking went right when I need it. And stuff like this all the time, the timer's never working, the moves you select never working, um, canceling moves not working. There's a lot of things wrong with Showdown. So, I don't know. That's my rant, guys. So hopefully you appreciate all that goes into it. Maybe that will help explain it a little more. But as you can see, I waited it out and ended up getting free points because this guy decided not to play anymore, which is really ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, hopefully that helps you guys see a little better like what goes into it a little bit and the annoyances and frustrations we have. Um, I don't tend to show it as much as other people, but yeah, hopefully that gives you guys more of an incentive to thumbs up the video, comment down below, and subscribe because it helps me make these videos every day, get more videos out for you guys. But anyways, thanks for all your love and support, and love you guys. Peace out.